Hey guys, how's it going? Chaz here, and for the most part today, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm excited for the Titanfall beta and the game. I really am. I'm really excited, and I'm gonna address why the world should kind of tone it down a little bit. But let's get to the first part. The first part is I'm excited for the Titanfall beta. I've been checking Twitter like constantly to get in, so that way they said I could upload footage when it comes out. So that way, the second it comes out, the second I can get into the beta, I'll give you guys some footage and stuff like that. Everybody has fun. I'm excited for it. I'm hyped for it, but not too hyped. And this is the reason why I think everybody needs to kind of tone it down a little bit with the hype. So everybody has this really high anticipation for the game, and that's fine. But the reason why everybody has this high, like it's being held so high, is because it's everybody wants a Call of Duty killer. And I know once you say, oh, it's a Call of Duty killer, it usually isn't. But everybody wants that. Everybody wants a change from the mundane Call of Duty franchise. And that's why a lot of people switch over to Battlefield. People were in Battlefield from day one, and they use Call of Duty as just like a little arcade shooter and stuff like that. But the people who are dedicated to Call of Duty for all these years, which I've been a big Call of Duty fan. Yeah, I love Battlefield a lot more, but that's nothing against Call of Duty. I enjoy both. I enjoy Call of Duty as an arcade shooter, and I enjoy Battlefield as a tactical shooter. Even though you can be tactical in Call of Duty, and then Battlefield has arcade style elements. I understand that, but that's how I treat them. I treat Call of Duty as when I want to, kind of just chill, get some free kills and stuff like that, and just have some fun. And then Battlefield I usually use for when I'm like really into the gaming mode. But now Titanfall is coming into play, and everybody's just begging for this thing to be 10 million times better than Call of Duty, so that we could change just something new and refreshing and leave Call of Duty aside. And I hope that's what it'll be. I hope it'll be a good, refreshing change that pro players will switch to and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't want to overhype this too much, because when I overhype myself up for a movie, I usually come out disappointed because I anticipated something way more than I got. And who knows? Maybe everybody's anticipating high and it receives a high thing, because it has a potential to. But I don't know. I'm keeping my expectations at a fair level. I'm excited, but I'm keeping my expectations at a fair level. I know what I'm getting into, and I kind of want to have a unbiased opinion when going into this. So I think that's the approach that everybody should start having. You should be excited, but don't overhype it. Don't give it. Don't be um, giving it a title or whatever that it hasn't even gained yet. And don't bank on it that it's gonna be the Call of Duty killer, because it might not be. It might just be another fun game, like Halo was the best game of all time, for Xbox, and then all of a sudden Call of Duty came around, and then they jumped over to Call of Duty, and then Halo kind of died out a little bit. And then this might be the same thing. Call of Duty might die out a little bit, and then it might switch over to Titanfall. And then Battlefield might die out a little bit and switch over to Titanfall. So, who knows? I'm just keeping myself at a medium idea range right there, medium pace to going into this, seeing because I don't know what I'm going to be getting into. I do expect out of this game, and I think this will pull it away from other games. If the one thing that will make this any type of killer is its netcode, well, netcode, because I know that's a very obligatory term, but if it's a very tight controls, it has very good netcode or very good connection. There's little lag or minuscule amounts of lag. If they could get that down pat, and they could get a very tight, good shooter, it could have the potential to be it. Because the mechanics don't necessarily have to be mind-blowing, like the mechs and all this junk. That's cool. But if the controls are there and the netcode is there, then it turns out to be a good game. And that's what I'm looking forward to just seeing. Those two things, the controls and the netcode, to see if those are what shines out of all of them. So hopefully we'll see. I'm definitely banking on getting into the beta. Make sure you're following them on Twitter and stuff, so that way you guys can get into the beta too. It is not a open beta. It's an open beta in a sense, but you do have to sign up. And then they're going to do it in waves, where the first wave is going to be able to get in, play for a little bit, and then they're going to send in the second waves to kind of do a stress test on the servers. Because when it comes out on March 14th or some date around there in March, mid-March, they want to be able to be ready for the servers. They want all their servers to be ready and ready to go. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all are don't get too overhyped about a game that hasn't come out yet. Be excited, but don't anticipate something that you might not get. So just make sure you're keeping yourself level head. Have a level head about this. Thanks again, guys, and as always, stay classy.